welcome to the crib. Come on in. So this is our kitchen.
Now, I'm no barista, but my sister is, so I've learned all I know from her, and I can't guarantee these will be great. Perfect.
It's definitely a self-proclaimed barista.
It's just like whatever works, and don't judge my techniques, don't come for me.
If you want a mid-coffee, this is the spot to come to.
So this is the perfect amount of coffee that I need. Might have another cup later, maybe after training if we have a training day. But
is that single shot, double shot?
Single shot.
Yeah. Roo herself actually used to work at Bunnings too, didn't you?
Any opportunity that I can bring that up in a conversation, I will.
Yeah, she loves bringing up Bunnings.
Oh, okay.
Now this art is what we call
just a blob.
Picasso.
That's a pretty good coffee. Yeah, if you can't tell, that's just a person with their hands on their hips. If you want to close up with that, guys.
Now, why Roo is doing her coffee, a bit more of an Ava specialty is if you're having a very nice, no one else is home, no visitors, then the chalky milk is usually straight from the carton. However, for this, with my special guest, you'll have this nice chalky milk from a glass. It's actually my protein shake. This is my go-to. It's no fancy barista at all, but chalky milk is good for your recovery. Yeah, being the location that we are, where you can just literally walk down to the beach, you can jump into the pool. It was probably one of those things where it came up on the market. It was just like, this has to be too good to be true. We just locked it in, and yeah, we've been here for 2 years, so we've tried to hold on to it as much as we can. So pretty much on top of our chocolate milk, it comes with a lot more protein, and in our cupboards, it is quite full of some creatine, some collagen, all the good stuff really. Way too much protein. Healthy snacks in here with our cheeky little Nutella specialty.
You do have a very sweet tooth, and I won't lie, you do wake me up in the middle of the night sometimes when you're walking out here to do a little spoonful of Nutella.
Yeah, no, sometimes you just hear my feet like clicking on the floor, and it might be like that last little bit before bed, 9:30 p.m, and I'm out here and I'm just getting a little scoop of my guilty pleasure Nutella.
She's definitely got a chocolate obsession, that's for sure.
Roo's a great chef. I'm a basic chef, so it'd be like sausages and mash or a steak come my way. And
yeah, I'm very much the old text mum for a recipe that I enjoyed growing up, and she'll just send it through.
Let's go to our living space. Rooski, what does a normal night for us look like?
Well, we've got this massive JBL speaker here, so we always love to just chuck on some music while we cook some dinner. And then for Ava and I, like with our downtime, I'm a bit more of the gamer kind of person, and she's got her wide range of books up there.
For me, it's probably like my biggest sort of genre is definitely in the self-development books, and I love autobiographies. My favourite book was actually Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights, and I actually have a tattoo of that book, and I just feel like, yeah, I'm a big sort of quotes and fanatic in that space of readings and stuff like that. So loved all that. So that's definitely my collection that I like to
No
pick
one
up.
that knows that that's your favourite book thinks it says like gratitude or something.
Yeah, I always get that all the time. People always say to me like, oh, you like gratitude or something grateful. I am, but no, it's actually green lights, so it's kind of like a metaphor for life.
And yeah, we're obviously busy all the time training and stuff, so Aves is in rehab, so she's got her ice pack, which is always out at any stage in the day that you need. And
ice is our best friend, and obviously Rooski, you've done 2 knees yourself and I've done 1, so other real favourite thing is our little lotus wheel, which is actually really good for your back cracking, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like you're always like, when you're not injured, you're like, you always see people get injured and you're like, oh, it's not going to happen to me, it's not going to happen to me. Yeah. And then when it does, it's probably a bit of a shock, hey?
Yeah,
And then
I feel like I said that, hey, I think I said with the girls, and Lisa and I and Ash, we often chat about that as well, is just like sometimes you think you're invincible and young out there, you know, the body can just throw itself around and get back up again, and when it sort of happened, you realise that you have to start taking care of your body, and you're not invincible. Sometimes it just happens like that.
All right, so this is my room. As you can see, we've got some great sliding doors here, which I believe was originally a study, so it's now my bedroom. But yeah, it's quite cozy in here. I'm obviously moving to a new club next year, so I've started the pack up ready for Melbourne. So I've got all my suitcases ready, all my cupboards are pretty much empty. Over here, I've got just a random collection of items, a bit random. I've got
a bib that you didn't even play in.
Thanks, Ava. So I've got a netball bib here from Fast 5. So I actually didn't even play goal shooter, so I don't know how I ended up with just a singular bib, no back there. And then there's the medal from winning gold at that one in New Zealand last year. I also have another medal here, which I just won last week as a coach, which is really exciting, at an indoor competition. And yeah, I've got some cute photos here. So I've got some family pics with me and my mum, and then a big family photo of me and my family post-game one time. So fun fact, each year on my backpack, I love to have a little keyring. So this is my little Roo from Winnie the Pooh, ironic as my nickname is Roo. And then these two are just ones that I've had from the previous 2 years. And yeah.
And tell them about your Squishmallows.
Yep, I've also got some teddies on my bed. So Ava actually loves to hide my teddy bears when we've got guests coming over. She chucks them into my backpack sometimes.
And Roo's collection at the Gold Coast is 10 times.
So my family from the Gold Coast and my collection of teddy bears down there is probably 10 times more, but I'm gonna say they're half my sisters, so. Queensland is home to me, and no matter where I've been, like Gold Coast I was brought up, and now the Sunshine Coast has been my home for the past nearly 5 years, and Aves has been there every step of the way on the sunny coast. And yeah, it did play on my mind a bit, and we had a little cry together when I made the decision.
I remember when she came into my room and I was like, "You're so selfish, Roo, I'm just on my knee here." But it was just so like, yeah, I think you know deep down that playing elite sports, it's not going to be perfect, and we're not going to probably stay together the entire time. It's probably one of those dream fairy tale situations where you hope. But I remember it so clearly when you came in and you told me, like, I think I'm going, like, you know, I'm sorry, like, you know,
it felt like I was breaking up with someone.
It felt like a breakup, very much so. But yeah, you just gotta.
Yeah, it's for, at the end of the day, like, just for a different opportunity, I guess, and Aves understands that. And one of the things I actually said to you was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sad, I'm not gonna see your return or be there." Like, it'd be great if it was a Lightning Mavs round.
That would be good. And welcome to the villa, Ava's villa in here. I was lucky to score, so I was in here first. So I got the ensuite, and outside we've got like a nice balcony. I've got my nice TV in here. This is my big bed. So when I get back from a training day, all I am just dying to do is really just jump in this. And I take my room very seriously. A lot of my teammates and my friends know that this is my place and my zen place that I love to just hang out. I'll have a candle on every day. If I'm having a day nap, the candles are on. All my perfumes and my smells. I've got heaps of all of the gear, I say, in here. Another big thing, I think, for me personally is throughout the entire house. Sometimes I get called a little bit OCD, but I just love having everything clean all the time. Super organized.
Clean, you reckon? Let's open up that cupboard right there.
So yeah, just sometimes, you know, you have a bit of like, that's my kryptonite.
All right, so now we are in my bathroom, which is also doubles as a laundry. But my favorite thing in my bathroom is probably my massive collection of Bondi Sands. I've got lots of different ones here. This is fake tan and is a necessity on any away trip, and will probably be coming in handy in Melbourne as I will not be getting as much sun. So Bondi Sands, if you want to do a little sponsorship thing with me, I'd be very welcome to doing that.
And amongst the candles, amongst the creatine, amongst the protein, the Bondi Sands, you have an endless amount of ASICS shoes or any athlete shoes. We are literally shoe galore and in this apartment, and very low on storage as well.
You know, with the move happening and everything, you're probably not gonna like this, Aves, but there is.
Oh, on the floor. Wait, we have more.
Heaps.
We have more.
Why are you running over there?
Yeah, life without Roo would definitely look different. I think even in the team will miss her energy and the music and the TikToks and all the funny one-liners. So I think it would definitely, yeah, we'll definitely miss a bit brewski in the group. Hope you enjoyed the tour and we hope you loved the crib.